Hello everyone, Seeker7 here. It has been kind of a while, hasn't it? I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why haven't I done a Blu-ray update video in a little while. Well, the main reason is because, well, for one, real life's been busy, but also because I've been trying to watch my account. Let's just say the holidays kind of took a bit of that out of me, so I'm trying to build my account back up. So I'm probably not going to get as many as I used to back then, at least for now. But let's just say, for this video, I decided instead of, I'm just going to do basically a winter haul. So this is January, February, and March. So consider this the winter 2024 haul then. So, I didn't get a whole lot between these 3 months, but I still got a decent amount, I'd say. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started then. First up is a movie that was given to me for a late Christmas gift, but, don't laugh at me now, but I got the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. So, I will admit that, yeah, it's not objectively not a great film, but I gotta be honest, I myself really enjoyed this film as a FNAF fan. I don't know, it's just, there was clearly a lot of heart put into this movie, even though, yes, there is a lot of room for improvement, you could say, but I thought the animatronics themselves look great. I nearly lost it in the theater when they played the Living Tombstone song in the end credits. Like, that was so surreal, but it was so amazing. But I agree that it is a heavily flawed movie. There's room for improvement. It could have been a lot scarier, but I'm just glad that this film finally came to be. And honestly, I have more respect for this movie than I do a lot of mainstream films when it comes to, this film did what a lot of, like, adaptations fail to do, and that is please the fans. So, yeah, I personally enjoyed it, even if it's not amazing. I don't think it's as bad as some people make it out to be, but it's nothing, like, amazing. So, next up, I got The Iron Claw. I picked this up at Walmart the other day. I have yet to watch this. I've heard nothing but great things about it. I heard a lot of people were upset this did not get a single nominee at the Oscars, but can't wait to check this out. Next up, I got Barbie Heimer. Yep, I got these two. Barbie, I will say, I liked it. It was actually better than I expected. I mean, I wouldn't say I loved it as much as most people, but it was a lot better than I was expecting it to be, I have to say. Sure, there were parts of it that didn't work for me. Not every joke landed, but I thought it was overall a pretty solid film, I must say. As for Oppenheimer, I am so happy this film won Best Picture. This was definitely one of my favorite films of last year. It's really intense. Christopher Nolan proves why he's one of my favorite directors currently working today. It's a long movie, but it's definitely worth seeing. I wish I saw this in theaters. I didn't get to see it in theaters, but this was given to me as a birthday gift by my brother, so we all really enjoyed this film. Next up, I got The Guns of Navarone. This is a classic war movie from the 1960s, starring Gregory Peck. Really great film. Not talked about enough when it comes to war films, so, but yeah, definitely check it out if y'all haven't seen it. Then I got Breakfast at Tiffany's, another film from 1961, the same year that Guns of Navarone came out. Believe it or not, this was the first time I watched this for the first time, I think it was last month, and it was a pretty entertaining film for what it was. I could see why it's one of those iconic, like, comedies from that time, even if certain aspects of it have not aged well, if you know what I mean. But still, great little comedy. Next is a film by Kino Lorber that I got, and that is, once again, from 1961, Judgment at Nuremberg. Again, I watched this for the first time last month. Absolutely loved it. It's one of the best courtroom dramas out there. Between this and 12 Angry Men and Anatomy of a Murder, just, it's a long movie, but it's definitely worth your time when you have the chance. Okay, next up, even though I have this movie already, but I had to get this because it is one of my all-time favorite films, and that is, I got the Oldboy 4K restoration. So, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love Oldboy. This is, for anyone who wants to get into Korean cinema, this is a must. This would be a good one to start on. Although, if I understand correctly, I think the movie itself is only on 4K, whereas the Blu-ray disc is only just the more extras. So that's why I still own the regular Blu-ray. I'll hang on to that for now. Or maybe I'll keep hanging on to it, because it is one of my all-time favorite films, so, yeah. Next, I got a Blu-ray from TerrorVision, my first TerrorVision movie I got. And not only that, but this is now currently the oldest film I currently have, and that is Dante's Inferno from 1911. I've seen this movie before I bought this on YouTube. It's a very surreal film. For 1911, it's crazy, but yeah, I got this on TerrorVision. It took a while for it to get to me, but yeah. See that? Yeah, I just like collecting movies that are this old. That's just so cool. But, yeah. Definitely great I got this while I did. So, yeah. Next is the only Criterion I picked up these past couple months, and that is Yojimbo and Sanro. I watched Yojimbo, absolutely loved it. I could definitely see where A Fistful of Dollars got its inspiration, because A Fistful of Dollars basically is a remake to Yojimbo. They're kind of the same film essentially, except one's a western, the other involves a samurai. So still have not watched Sanro yet, but can't wait to check that one out. And finally are some animations I picked up. First, some anime. I got, okay, this is a long title, The Tunnel to Summer, The Exit of Goodbyes. I've heard decent things about this film. I just know of it because Chris Stuckman had this as one of his honorable mentions of favorite films of last year. But so I am interested to see what this film's like. Even though I hear it's not like an incredible movie, but I'm just glad I have this. Next, I got Suzume, Makoto Shinkai's recent film. Still have not watched this yet, but considering I've seen all of his other movies, I am so looking forward to the day when I have the chance to check this out. I hear it's another one of his greats, so yeah. And then is a series I got the other day, and that is Black Clover Season 1 Part 1. I got this on eBay for only $10, which is pretty cheap for a show to get, because anime series are not cheap usually. I don't know much about this show. I've heard it's really good, so I just figured I'd get it while it was cheap, so yeah. Next is a Deaf Crocodile release. I don't know if you remember this company I mentioned a few videos ago. I got Cat City, The Pied Piper, and The Son of All Stars. Here is a new one I got, and that is Benny's Bathtub. So this is a Danish animated film from 1971. It's actually a short movie. I think it's only like a little over 40 minutes, I believe. 41 minutes. So yeah, it's actually a pretty short movie, but I hear it's supposed to be pretty good. So definitely interested to see what this film's like. But based on the still imagery, it looks like it's gonna be one of those really surreal films. So also, I know that Deaf Crocodile recently released The Tune and Bubble Bath. So hopefully I'll get those soon. Hopefully with their slips, because these are really cool with their slips, considering the slip cover and the actual case are very different. So yeah. Then, okay, this is going to be a strange one that I picked up, but I figured it was cheap, and this director's films go out of print way too quickly for some reason. I got Fritz the Cat. Yes, the very first X-rated animated film, in America anyway. Ralph Bakshi is one of those people I do have mixed feelings. Like, some of his films I like American Pop and Coonskin and Heavy Traffic, and I admit I liked Wizards. And then there are films that I thought were not very good, like Cool World and Fire and Ice, Hey Good Looking, and even his Lord of the Rings film I didn't think was that great. This movie, I feel, is kind of in the middle of his filmography. Like, I'm not the biggest dire fan of this movie, but I respect it in what it did for adult animation. If this film wasn't a hit it was when it came out, we probably wouldn't have a lot of the adult animated films or even shows we have today. So, yeah. It's definitely worth owning for historical reasons, I feel. And the last thing I got is one I really need to check out, and I doubt a lot of you have heard of this show, but I got Season 1 of the Winged Feather Saga. I got this on eBay for only $6. It was so much cheaper than getting it on Amazon, which was like $30. But I've been interested in this show for a long time now. The animation style looks really unique. It's based on a book series, and what's interesting is that apparently this was distributed by Angel Studios, which is like a Christian studio, so I'm wondering, is this like a Lord of the Rings Narnia thing where it's a fantasy series that has religious imagery or symbolism in it? I don't know if that's the case, but I'm definitely looking forward to checking this out, especially with Season 2 that's starting air on April 5th. So I definitely need to check this out soon, so can't wait. And that's everything I got throughout winter of 2024. Yeah, it's been a while since I did one of these. Like I said, I'm trying to hold off buying too many. And like I said, real life just has been busy, still struggling to find a new job, and I really need to get back to work on Heroes vs. Villains. I know I keep saying that, but I don't know. Stuff just keeps holding me back, I have to be honest. But hopefully things will change real soon. That being said, I hope you all enjoy this, and I hope y'all have a nice beginning of spring, and I will see y'all in the next video. Later.